it's Curry, but I mean, Mookie, I mean, you know what it is, bro. They want to see a certain player in the finals, bro, and push that narrative. Bro, listen, bro, we done with that era, bro. Listen, we have now entered the SGA era, bro. It's his time, it's his era. If you want to win, you got to go through him. Period. And so it is what it is, bro.
It's a new era, Moss. It's a new time. And it's just crazy how niggas that are sitting there bashing this NBA finals talking about we need to see the Knicks. We need to see other teams play. We wanted the Knicks and the fucking Wolves in the finals. It's like those guys, those are the reason why guys they didn't get to the goddamn finals because they didn't play they didn't play the game and execute at a high level better than the Pacers and better than the goddamn Oklahoma City Thunder. If you wanted to see that, fine, that's fair. But at the end of the day, the team that you're rooting for and believing that you was going to see that didn't execute. They didn't come through, bro. So it's like at the end of the day, we're about to see a historical defense versus the best playoff offense that is very tough to solve in the last couple of years. And when you got the personnel to be able to guard the Pacers, what can the Pacers do? And what can the Pacers solve to this puzzle and this historical defense that the Thunder have?
Right? You know what's funny too, Mookie, bro? I mean, my bad to cut you off, bro. This is going to be somewhat, the first two games is going to be a chess match, bro. Right? And so isn't that what you want to see? Like, I want to see parity, right? Where a team has to figure something out. That team has to figure it out. And what better matchup it is than an historic defense versus a high-paced, fast, shoot threes, up and down offense like the Pacers. And so isn't this what basketball is about, bro? Like, isn't this the matchup that we want to see? And now they're complaining about it, man. It's like pick and choose what y'all want, bro. Y'all hypocrites, man. Either y'all basketball fans or y'all not. Like, this is crazy. I mean, come on, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, Mookie, about this finals, bro.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mookie.
So what you got? What you got the series going? How you think about the series, Mons?
Series in my eyes is probably gonna go 5 or 6, more so 6. I think Indiana can get a game or two in this series. I know they can get one game. I think games 1 and 2 may be nail biters down to the wire. I think OKC may just pull it out. It's gonna be close. But I think that once OKC settles down, the thing is this: the Knicks didn't get back in transition. Pacers were pushing the ball, getting easy shots after made baskets versus the Knicks. OKC is a much more defensive, educated, sounded team. Whereas even on make and misses, OKC gonna get back on defense, get their defense set, and the Pacers are gonna be forced to execute in a half court set. Now, will they get on a run every now and then? Of course there was basketball, and also too, bro. Like the Knicks offense is predictable, and what Brunson does, SGA don't do that, bro. SGA is 6'5" or whatever he is, with a mid-range sniper. You got J-Dub and you got the two bigs down there. Not to mention, you got guys like Caruso, J-Dub, and Dort who play defense along with SGA. And we know that OKC's bigs can finish well around the rim. And so, listen, it's going to be a chess match at first, but once OKC settles down, bro, that's going to be a 5 or 6 game series. OKC is just they're too dominant on both ends of the court, and their IQ level and the adjustments that they can make counters to the counter. And here's my last point, bro. They got SGA, and Indiana doesn't. And Lou Dort, J-Dub, SGA, and along with Alex Caruso, I feel confident defensively they can somewhat neutralize Haliburton, bro. They can. Like now, Mookie, the Pacers set a lot of screens. They'll set screens until they get the matchup that they want. The thing is that OKC can literally switch everything. Last point, bro, I promise. Here's my one worry, okay, is that Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner can shoot the 3-ball. Chet and Hartenstein are going to have to do a great job at not being too close to the paint naturally, but Pascal can shoot the 3-ball, bro. He might be a little too quick or fast or agile for both of those guys, more so Hartenstein. And so Miles Turner can shoot the 3-ball. You saw Thomas Bryant last night, bro, hit 3 or 4 threes. And so that's one concern is that if the bigs are shooting threes, it's going to stretch out OKC's bigs. And then OKC's going to have to probably go small or take one of those guys off the court. But we'll see. But OKC in 6. I didn't mean to be long-winded, but I had to break it down.
D Money, what's your thoughts on this finals, my brother? What's your thoughts on this, my brother?
Yo, it's good, bro.
Yeah.
My thoughts on this finals. I hope the Pacers pop these niggas, but honestly, Dan, really, you and Mars really said it all. Really ain't really left on the table for me to say. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can say, that was a good point about the bigs stretching the OKC. And I think one advantage also that the Pacers have is that even though like Shea is a point guard and shit, I think that Tyrese Haliburton is a better point guard. So I think it's gonna be times when Shea can't find his shot or it's not falling. Even though OKC can't rely on their defense, that's their backbone. But it's times I watch them in the playoffs where they have like a lot of dumbass turnovers or it be stretches where it be like, what the fuck? Who playing? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, especially when Shea not in the game or his shot's not falling. You know what I'm saying? And I think a good point is like y'all stretching them bigs in a way the Pacers like to run. Like to run and be spread out. And I can see Halliburton kind of like coming in the lane or like driving to the lane and passing the ball, great ball movement. It's going to be a great series, honestly. And like I do think it's going to be OKC just because I think at the end of the day, I think SGA is the most consistent scorer. And I think at the end of the day, when it's the half court set and shit slow down, I think SGA is more reliable. And overall, OKC defense is more reliable. And then another advantage the Pacers have is probably the head coach. I think that Rick Carlisle is probably going to coach his ass off this series. It might take a couple games, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be fun to watch, but I ain't going to lie. It's a new generation, so it's hard to predict shit because we haven't seen this shit before. A lot of this shit is new to everybody. So that's all I got on it, man.
Nelson, do you agree with this? Do you have your Indiana Pacers winning this series?
I think that our margin for error is way smaller, but I think there is a route that we can win, assuming that if OKC plays with double
How?
bigs.
What is the route?
OKC helps. They're one of the best defenses ever, but they do help a lot, like extremely. And I think we were the best shooting team in the postseason. So I'm not sure who they're gonna cover or leave open. I know Chet's not gonna guard Miles Turner, so they're probably gonna go like five with Chet at the five, J-Dub at the four, and then Caruso, Dort, and Shea. But I don't know who Chet's gonna guard in that series. He's not gonna guard Miles Turner because that's gonna eliminate basically his best defensive asset. So I'm not sure who he's gonna guard, but if they help a lot, then we can make him pay. But I'm not gonna assume that SJ is gonna go off. I mean, every star that we faced in the playoffs has averaged like 30 something points or more. I know D Mitch averaged 40 something, Giannis averaged 35, something like that. So I'm not worried about SJ. I'm worried about the others. If we can eliminate the others' production, I think there's a route in which we can win. So I got Indy in 7 or 6. That's the best case scenario.
What?
Yeah, that's just my take on it.
Hold on, you got Indian what?
In 7 games.
I mean,
Bro, I'm a Pacers fan. We gone this far, bro. I'm not gonna turn them now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
but
yeah,
my rebuttal to what you said is that like, you know, I don't think they will help as much or as aggressively
yeah,
like they do in previous years, because in previous years before they can do that, especially with the non-shooters that y'all have on the court, right? But you know what I'm saying, if they do help off from the strong side and attack aggressively,
hmm
Indiana's going to torch them with like quick swing, action, skip pass. And like I said there, said y'all live off of manipulating the low man with that drag screen on
yeah.
Spaniards. And so if you put chat in consistent motion and ghost screens and inverted pick and rolls, and force him to finish space in every possession, like, and basically like take away for what he's valuable with,
That's what I'm saying.
that's fine.
Yeah,
But the counter to that for OKC is that, bro, they have physical guards
yeah,
that can guard fucking goddamn Tyrese Haliburton, bro.
yeah. I know.
And like I said there said, they would have to be able to basically like stunt and recover, not fully commit. And then when they use like scram switches, gets chat out of like bad much matchups from like the nail with his length, and basically not put chat in that drop, that's fine. But like I said, I think the physicality. I don't think y'all ever seen any team that has the physicality
Right.
of OKC.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen a team that y'all had the physicality like OKC?
No, I mean the toughest matchup was New York, physicality wise. I mean Milwaukee wasn't
Okay,
as
now this is
physical.
10 times 10, nigga.
Exactly. Yeah, this is like 10
So
squared.
the level of physicality for fucking goddamn OKC is going to be insane.
Yeah.
So, like I said there said, I'm assuming Chet is going to guard fucking Pascal Siakam.
No.
Yes.
It's gonna be Dub. I think Chet's gonna probably guard like Nemhard or Neesmith or something like that, and then they're gonna put J Dub on somebody. I don't know.
No, I'm
Bro,
gonna put.
you can't
Pascal,
put
bro.
no name
Pascal
guard
will
on no
cook
Chet,
this
bro.
nigga Chet
You can't do
Holmgren.
that.
You said what?
He's too shifty to guard.
Bro,
Chet can't guard the Pacers, those guards, bro. I mean, no
bro,
disrespect,
yeah.
but they're
No,
just too
guards. What do you
shifty.
mean guards?
No,
Well, he
Miles. I think
mentioned Nembhard or Neesmith, Chet guarding those two guys. I'm saying, nah, he ain't finna guard those two guys. He's gonna guard
but
Pascal Siakam or Miles Turner. I mean, this ain't rocket science, Nelson.
he
Right.
This is
might, but
crazy.
he might get exposed because I think the OKC because
Exposed in what way? Exposed in what way? What do you mean?
because Miles Turner's like the third. He's a top 3 stretch big in the NBA. That's gonna take away what Chet
No,
does. He's an
you
elite
play
help
Chet
side
with
rim
Miles
protector.
Turner, and you live with Miles Turner.
So you live with Miles Turner
Yes,
shooting
listen.
threes.
Oh, listen. If Turner goes 5 out and they pull Chet up, then OKC might switch Jalen Williams onto Turner and use Chet as a low weak side tagger, bro. So
There
he
you
would
go.
guard someone like, if any of somebody that's in the corner that's rotating for the baseline, then that basically, you're gonna hide your big as helper defender. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I think
But
OKC's
if they
gonna
go
go
5 out, then I would switch that, but then have Chet. Bro, this is the thing. Chet versatility in this series is going to be tested, bro.
Yeah.
His versatility in this series is going to be tested. But y'all niggas act like this OKC offense can't be stopped. Like y'all act like OKC, I mean not OKC, but y'all act like this Indiana Pacers offense can't be stopped. That's what y'all Pacers fans think that shit, bro.
I mean, we do. No, it can be stopped. There's a way to nullify it, but we have the best offense in the playoffs in the
But
NBA.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all never
But
went
it can be stopped, and
y'all
it
never
can be
went
stopped.
against elite defense, bro.
Right, yeah, and we're literally going against OKC with the most adequate
Mookie,
personnel to
they've
do
never
so.
faced
So
a
I feel
team
you.
with this
I
type of
feel
point
you.
of attack defense, bro.
Right, bro.
Caruso
I
is
think
gonna
I think
fight through
Caruso's gonna
picks.
start. I
Oh
think
my
Caruso's
God. And
gonna
Miles,
start.
Caruso is so versatile.
So
You can literally
versatile,
put
bro.
Caruso on Siakam.
Yeah,
Facts.
You can
Yeah,
put
exactly.
facts.
Caruso on Nemhard. You can put
Correct.
Right.
Caruso on Neesmith. Fucking goddamn Haliburton. I mean, you can put Caruso in so many different matchups. And then this is the thing too, bro. Y'all defense is barbecue chicken. It's barbecue chicken.
Let's not forget too, Mookie, that there's no Brunson on OKC to take advantage of. Indiana Pacers took advantage of Brunson all series long.
Yeah,
And
Haliburton,
Cat.
big time.
Yep, they were.
Yeah, but I
Cat
think
and Brunson was
OKC's gonna
terrible
go.
defense.
OKC's gonna play Chat the 5, J Dub, Caruso, Dort, and Shea. They're not gonna go double big in this series, I think, because
You
I
said
don't know
what?
why you would. OKC, they've been using Hartenstein and Chet the whole postseason. I think they're gonna eliminate that and just go Chet at the 5 with Dub, Lou Dort, AC, and SGA. That's gonna be the 5 for this
and
series.
another thing the Pacers gonna have to do, y'all gonna have to win a turnover battle too. Like when I tell
Yeah,
your margin to like error is like really small. Like
that's what I said, D-Man. That's what I
bro,
said.
y'all gonna have to like Tyree Haliburton. He gonna have to have a perfect game. Like yeah, Dan have to like play perfect and hope that every time OKC fuck up, you have to capitalize. That's the only way y'all gonna
Yes.
win.
Yes, and,
You know what
and,
I'm
and I
saying?
believe I think we have the best decision maker in the NBA in Tyrese Haliburton, but with this physical defense, that might get
Nah, I don't
nullified a
think he's
little
the best
bit.
decision
But
maker, bro. That's crazy.
Tyrese
I mean,
Haliburton is the best decision maker
I
in the
think
league.
he's probably in the conversation, but the best decision maker in the
Well,
NBA,
Miles,
absolutely not.
as far as
Let's
guards
do
go,
let's
Absolutely
do
not.
let's do a Chris Paul till he retire.
no,
Absolutely
I
not,
mean,
bro.
yeah, as far as guards go, I'll say Tyrese. That's the point guard.
Absolutely not, bro.
You
Let's
don't
do a
think
Chris
so?
Paul till that man retire, bro.
I mean, bro, at the point
Compare
guard
Hallie
position,
to
I
Chris
think there's
Paul.
really none.
But no, but hey, Miles, he is probably like one of the last pure point guards left because every
He ain't
other
no
point
pure
guard is
point
really.
guard, bro. He's a scoring guard who can pass the ball, man.
Who
I
is?
mean, he ain't no Chris Paul, bro. I mean, he's a
I
very
know,
good player who
I
can
know,
I,
pass
but
the
I
ball, bro.
cannot.
Ty's he's pass first. He's not score first at
But
all.
compared to the field, compared to Dame Lillard, you got Dame Lillard lined up as point guard and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Damian Lillard's a point guard, but he's just one of the best scoring
Listen,
guards
bro.
of all
Long as
time. It's different.
OKC gets back on defense after makes and misses to a certain degree, and not let Pacers get out early, and run and get easy shots, then they're gonna be just fine, bro. Listen, and then we haven't even touched on. Y'all think Indiana can guard OKC? I mean, come on. Now
They're not
listen,
gonna be able to guard
No.
Shea.
But
if I'm the Pacers, bro, I'm trapping
Indiana
SGA.
couldn't guard
I'm
Giannis.
sorry, I would
Indiana
trap.
we couldn't guard
I don't
Giannis.
know.
We couldn't guard Mitchell.
Indiana got some solid defense, and to be honest, only person they got to worry about guarding is Chet. Like who else they really got to guard for? Like everybody
They
else
got
get
to
their back.
guard the team, bro. Like,
No. We played really good defense. It's just that
what do
they
you
go
mean? Who
off.
they got to guard,
I
man?
mean, we were playing good
No,
defense on
I'm just
Mitchell
saying,
and
like you
Brunson.
saying that like Indiana has some good defenders. Only defender who like, and I compare it to Shea. Nobody can guard Shea. But if you look at everybody else, they can guard everybody else. It's just they can't stop Shea. If I it's just what I'm saying, a half court offense,
I
in
don't
my
agree with that,
opinion.
bro.
No, I mean,
I don't agree with that.
bro, D-Money, that's what happened in the Cleveland series. Mitchell
I
averaged
don't
like
agree
40
with
points a
that.
game. We beat them in 5 games. If we can guard everybody else, that's a good equation.
Well, styles make fights, bro. If you think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Milwaukee and the Knicks compared to the OKC Thunder, bro, then you in for a rude awakening.
No, but I'm just saying they're
you in for a rude awakening, bro.
I know, but I'm just saying like the team's 1A
If you
superstars
think,
But
went off.
but I
if
can't.
you think OKC gonna sit back and just let Tyrese Haliburton run circles and just
Oh,
run
no.
offense, then bro,
Hell no.
y'all gonna be in for a shocker, bro. what
But
what y'all think? Caruso ain't gonna break through a pick?
Hell no, bro. They're gonna
What
throw
you think?
bodies.
Lou
They're
Dort
gonna
ain't gonna be
start
able
on
to push
Dort
Siakam
and
around?
Payson Wallace. I'm
I mean,
tired
But
come
of
on.
one thing that make interest, I hear what you're saying. But one thing it is, it's not like they playing ISO. They move that motherfucking ball, bro. Well, when the Pacers play their best, the ball is moving. So like,
it's popping. Yeah.
so you
Yeah,
can be the
but you
best.
gotta get
You can be the best
downhill.
defender, but what does it matter if the
But
ball
you gotta
moving?
get downhill to collapse the defense to
Right.
to create those shots, right? I
Yep,
mean,
I agree. Gonna be in
if
transition mostly.
Caruso is doing a great job finding through picks and blowing up plays, and OKC is doing a great job free switching screens and side actions, then some of those shots that they got versus the Knicks ain't gonna be there. And also,
Exactly. Yeah.
too, OKC rotates very well. Like
Yeah.
y'all ain't seen them play, bro. Like this, I mean,
Oh yeah,
break,
bro. They're one of the best
It's
defenses ever.
disrespectful, bro.
Yeah.
It's literally disrespectful what they doing,
right?
bro. And
I mean, I'm a
you gotta
biased
sit
fan,
there
so
and
I'm gonna
say,
pick Indy. But OKC, I think they have the best defensive rating in the postseason since
Yeah,
the
that's why.
1971
but I'm
West.
putting
they're
Chet
historic.
I'm putting Chet Holmgren on Pascal Siakam.
What?
I'm putting Jalen Williams on Aaron
I
Neesmith.
think he gonna cook Chet.
I'm putting SGA on Nembhard or fucking
Neesmith, yeah.
or Neesmith,
Yeah.
and I'm putting Lou Dort on Tyrese Haliburton. So that means that, you know what I'm saying, you can pressure him you can pressure the ball, especially Lou Dort. Lou Dort is really there to be able to stay connected to Tyrese Haliburton because Tyrese Haliburton can break down the defense and collapse the paint. See, this is the problem. What y'all don't understand is that the key of what the Pacers' success is, if you give up a lot of blow-bys, you're compromising your defense. The defense is basically just, if Tyrese Haliburton is getting the teeth of the defense and he's getting 1 foot in the paint and he's breaking down the defense, so now the defense has to be able to collapse and stuff like that, bro. You're this is why the Indiana Pacers are literally like one of the best offense in the playoffs, because teams just can't keep up. Well, now you're going against a team that can be able to keep up. You're going against a team that can be able to keep up, brother. So if they can be able to keep up, and when I see when they can mean, somebody said, what did it mean? That means that they can stay in front of the ball, they can be really solid positional wise, they don't give up a lot of blow-bys, and they're really good at creating deflections that result into turnovers. If we're sitting there saying that this Oklahoma City Thunder team is historical, is we sitting there saying that this Oklahoma City Thunder team that is really all-time great at creating deflections, creating the steals, swiping the ball, especially when the player gets ahead of steam, they can be able to contain the Indiana Pacers on the ball, positional-wise. If you can do that, that makes them getting into action much tougher. That makes them getting to, their ball screens and their motion that they run, the Spain that they run. It makes to get it to it much tougher, because now you got on-ball pressure, and guys are just being hesitant and overthinking because these guys are really good at swiping the ball, right? He said, right, move, transition in even half-court pace. When the ball stops, you stay in front of the player. That's what I'm saying. The Knicks was ass at doing it because they exploited Jalen Brunson, and they exploited Cat, which is really bad at staying in front of the ball. And plus, when you had the two wings like Mikal and OG, who was getting blown past by as well. That's why the Knicks defense was so ass. Even if you look at the Pistons at times, they gave up. Even if you look at the Celtics at times, they was getting blown past by. So now you have real point of attack defenders. I got this going 6. If the Indiana Pacers shoot lights out and have one of these outlier shooting games, it might go 7. But bro, we got to stop disrespecting OKC. Like I understand that y'all hate OKC right now. I understand y'all hate OKC right now. But come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Shit,
And
really.
like and it's the cool thing too. It'll be somebody about to win their first championship.
Franchise history, yep. Franchise, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, so Mook, who's guarding Miles Turner?
Hartenstein.
So they're gonna run double big?
Yeah, they might run double bigs. Yes.
Right.
Mark Dagnall, he's gonna run double bigs, bro.
Yeah, I think they might start, but I think they're gonna go away from it because they might lose those minutes. I don't know. Because the slowest dude on that perimeter is probably Hartenstein, so we might have to pick on his ass a little bit, but I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna run double bigs. I think they're gonna start out with double bigs and then
yeah. They might fade away from that.
Chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right. Chet gonna have to be versatile. He also gonna have to get rebounds too. They're gonna have to rebound the ball.
I think SGA is gonna average anywhere from 33 to like 40 points a game this series, but that doesn't mean that we can't win.
But that's why I sat there and said, what the Thunder basically got to do, bro, they got to basically contain Haliburton's tempo without overhelping. Keep Chat in the paint. Keep Chat in the paint, bro. That's what they got to do. Make sure Chat be able to use Chat valuable asset, and that's be a rim deterrent, a shot blocker, and an anchor around the paint. Now, I do think that is kind of very nerve-wracking, Maz, if they do get Chat in action because he dies on a lot of ball screens. So if they do that, then you pale switch it.
Yeah, or you can pre-switch it, or
they're going to pre-switch.
Yeah, because you don't want to put Chet in a bad situation defensively. But I think OKC is so good defensively, even in those situations where OKC is at a disadvantage. OKC will do a good job at overcoming those situations. Now, Indiana's going to make some shots and score some points on those type of plays. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? The question becomes, can the Pacers do that consistently? And get that matchup, which I don't think they can, bro. Listen, I think OKC is way too intelligent defensively to let one type of action beat them, bro. And like you said too, Mookie, listen, this might be a series where, you start Hornstein and Chet, but you're going to see Caruso early and often, bro. I expect Caruso to be playing huge minutes in this series.
Yeah.
Huge minutes.
Yeah. Like 30 minutes plus. Yeah.
Right. And
he's going to be the key,
bro. Caruso does a good job versus bigs, meaning they don't just punish him, right? And he's very handsy. So a lot of bigs like to put the ball on the floor. And here's the thing, too. Indiana is just not going to just post up Miles Turner. They're not just going to just go to Siakam every play down the court. And even if that's the case, once Turner puts the ball on the floor, Caruso's going to, probably swipe at it or get – I mean, listen, bro. OKC is just too deep, too good, too versatile. And, and I think they're going to neutralize Haliburton to a certain degree. Haliburton may get his numbers. He may be a volume shooter. He going to have – listen, this might be a series where you see Haliburton with 3 or 4 turnovers per game, in my opinion, because of the on-ball aggression and the point of attack defense, from OKC.
Very aggressive, be very physical with them as well, bro. Not like that, bro. Like I said, bro, J-Dub defensively going to have to be very impactful because at times I will see you might see OKC might go ultra small, and that means don't have Chet or Hartenstein in the lineup.
Yeah,
J-Dub as a weak side rim protector, right? Because he just so more mobile than Chet and switching on the perimeter. So they might run lineups so J-Dub. They might run lineups with J-Dub, SGA, Caruso. What's the other nigga name? Lou Dort. And then you might either have Case and Wallace or Jalen Williams.
I don't think they might go
Yeah.
Jalen. I think they might go Kenrich Williams because
Also, too, don't
he
forget,
moves better.
OKC
from
is
it.
going to have to do a good job at gang rebounding if they do go small. Because Siakam,
For
Turner,
real.
even Haliburton, like they're rebounding well, right? Nimhart, Nim Smith, these guys attack the glass. So Shea, Dort, those guys going to have to box out. And sometimes you're boxing out so your teammate can get the rebound. So I expect OKC to gang rebound. And so, rebound and whoever wins the battle of the glass, that's going to play a factor too. Second chance points, reload threes, etc. So, but we'll see, man. Yeah, we'll see. After game one, actually, like I think the first half or maybe after game one, I'll be able to assess the series easily right away. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're assuming a lot of shit here, but after a few quarters, I can kind of dictate what team is doing what or how they want to attack it, and then I can really, really assess it that way. Okay, so Tyson's saying game two. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I mean, I get it. Yeah.
But like I said, man, it just Chat at the 5 unlocks their small ball lineup, and like I said, man, he just have to be better because I've seen in the playoffs bars that I'm very concerned about. He dies on a lot of ball screens, bro. A lot of ball screens.
Yeah, he does.
And like I said, bro, if they do put him in a lot of action, they're gonna have to pre-switch that a lot, bro. They're gonna have to be very, very tight. This is a series that's gonna see if OKC is really that elite level offense that people have been sitting there saying that they are. This is the fucking series.
Also, too, you're right because Chet Holmgren is flat-footed. He's slow. He's not the fastest big, and off those ball screens and actions up top, high pick and rolls. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so slow, he takes 2 or 3 steps back, but he's so lengthy, he gets away with it at times because he can still contest shots. Like Indiana's looking to get downhill, bro. On those side pick and rolls and actions, like he can't be in La La Land or in no man's land. And so, like you said, they got a pre-switch, they got a game plan for it, which I think they will.
I said, I don't care about this finals. What you mean you don't care about this finals? This is gonna be an all-time great finals. If you don't care about it, you're a fucking casual.
Yeah, you just don't like the game of basketball if you don't like this shit.
Right. This is gonna be. I was very excited that Indiana won last night. Like
I am too, bro. Yeah, I am too, man.
So yeah, Moss, what do you think about the New York Knicks?
Moss,
what do you think about the New York Knicks and how they collapsed? Do you think that the process with the Knicks and shit like that? What do you think about that shit, bro?
Brunson has the ball in his hands too much, and a lot of people praise him for his scoring output. But to me, that's hurting the team. He's too offense centric. He's too ISO dominant for that team. Their offense is very, very predictable in winning time. They know it's him or it's nobody else. They need more playmakers, elite creators, or not elite, but just guys who can just get the ball and like create something. It's only just Brunson, in my opinion. I mean, and then Cat settles for long contested threes like he's Steph Curry. And so I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, I don't think Brunson can be your best player on a winning team because he's easy to guard. He's very ISO, and I don't care about 34.7 assists, bro. Like, numbers don't impress me. Like, obviously, the 34 and 7 didn't impact winning. They lost by damn near 20 points every game in Indiana. So what's your point?
Yeah.
And so we can't go off of just numbers, but like he needs to be a much, much better decision maker, bro. In certain times, and he over dribbles, and he shoots a lot of shots. And I just think like they need, bro, like Mikal Bridges and these guys. Again, like Mikal Bridges ain't what people thought he was. He's a good player, Anobi, he's a good player.
Yeah, OG's
Cat,
good.
I agree. He's not dominant. He sells for too many contested long threes. He doesn't use his size in the paint. Like he didn't punish the Pacers that much in the series. He was shooting jump shots, and he's a big. And so I don't know, bro. I mean, the Knicks had a good season, but it wasn't good enough.
Cat had some good games.
So, Miles, was Becky Hammond right about Jalen Brunson? A woman, like, was she right about Jalen Brunson? Like how you sat there and said that, like, Jalen Brunson is a small guy, would never lead you to a final.
She was spot on, bro. And also, too, I know I touched on his offense, but we talked about it earlier. Like his defense was a direct impact of them losing games. They were taking advantage of him, which created backside help, which collapsed the defense. And that's why you saw a lot of corner open threes. Bro, like they were driving right past Brunson all series long.
And that's why he got into foul trouble.
I mean,
not only was he not good defensively, bro, Becky Hammond was spot on, right? I mean, just because Brunson can drop 35 a game Here's the question. It doesn't mean it's the best thing for the team to win. Like, you got to play, bro, that's going to impact winning, right? Me scoring 30 is not best for the team winning. Maybe me scoring 25 and making better decisions and letting this other guy get off, maybe that's what's best for the team. But nah, bro, she was spot on with what she said. And it's okay. I mean, he's just not the guy. That's all. Because almost doesn't count. I don't praise getting there, bro. You got to win.
Yo.
Swayze, what up, bro? Why you coming here with your mic messed up, bro?
That's
I got my AC on. Let me turn it down. You said what?
Yeah. Can you fix your mic? Your mic is statically.
Hold on.
But yeah, Maz, I mean,
OKC can't shoot that good too, though. That might be an avenue.
yeah, but I think the way that SGA bends the defense, the way
is this better?
Yeah, way
That's
better.
True.
But what you got on this OKC in Indiana Pacers NBA Finals? You know, schematically, you know.
I'm gonna be honest. It's two different play styles going at it. It's a historic defense going up against a historic offense. Like when you talk about this Pacers offense, the way they play 3-4 offensive possession, set plays, reversals, pin swings, what's it called? Pick and roll, backside flare coming off a stagger screen. Like
Them flare screens deadly, boy.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's just so much going on in the play. Like there's like 3-4 possessions.
Them veer screens that they be.
Bro,
it's just like a lot. Cold. And then is OKC ready to do that? Like Haliburton is on ball. I get that you probably have Dort or Caruso point of attack. Yeah, but it's just about everybody else. Nembhard, Neesmith, Turner, Pascal.
Yeah.
You feel me? When Obi Toppin comes in, when Jared Walker comes in, when TJ McConnell comes, it's just like a lot of offensive threats. Because you can't like against the Anthony Edwards, you seen them go boxing one.
Right.
You try to take him out the series. I don't know if you can do that against this Pacers offense. It's just like everybody is gonna eat the transition leak outs. I know both teams have the least amount of turnovers. Shea's turnover rate, same with Haliburton. They one of the best when it comes to
the ball. Yeah.
When it comes to ball security, so you're not gonna get those live ball turnovers where the Knicks kept doing. I think at halftime it was 18-2 in favor of the Pacers, where they had 16 points off the Knicks turnovers. You know how insane that is? It was a 4-point game, and the disparity was already 16 points in one category. You're not winning with that. Against OKC, they're not going to get those type of situations where it's going to unlock their transition offense. Like it's going to be a good series, bro. I don't know why people keep saying it's going to be a sweep. It's going to be this. It's going to be that.
Right.
I think this might be more entertaining than people are giving it. Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers steal game one and Mark has to make an adjustment. Yeah. Because the too big lineup, in my opinion, that's not going to favor OKC.
Right.
But the one thing there's a problem with me and how I struggle like this right here is this guy Chet, because as good as he's been as a rim protector, I think he's died on a lot of ball screens, especially in the Denver series. You know what I'm saying? He died on a lot of ball screen, which compromised the weak side because now they had to come over there and help. Right?
It's a 4-on-5, yeah.
Right. It's a 4-on-5 situation. And it's like, how are they going to do it? And I want your thoughts on this. What would you do in a matchup to just keep Chet where he is mostly known, and that's be a rim deterrent, a guy that's being the guy that's going to be the weak side backline help. What are you going to do to put him in that situation, and what type of switches you're going to pre-switch? What you going to do, man?
In my opinion, he might need a peel switch.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when you look at a guy like Turner and those back screens and those flares, the guards they play 3-guard lineups most times, and they have one big, but it's like one traditional big and a lot of like tweeners, like the top
wings and forwards. I get you.
Exactly.
I get you.
So it's just like, is Chet Holmgren, I don't know if that yin yang works it might have to be Chet at the 5, Iverson at the 5, and you play extended minutes with maybe Casey Wallace so he could fight through these screens. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have a big constantly dying on screens. He might need to not be in the action. He might need to be in the low man situation where Shea usually is, where Shea's playing the low man and he's tagging the role and he's taking these charges and all of that and being handsy at all of that. Chet might have to be that. It's tough. It's gonna be a tough situation because that's why I'm saying they might steal game 1. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers steal game 1.
Yeah, I think they might steal a game, but I think they're gonna play averages. I think they're gonna put Chet on Nemhard or something, the worst statistical shooter. They're probably gonna go that route.
Yeah,
and just see what happens.
But Nemhard is involved in a lot of actions.
Yeah, I mean, who else is gonna? He's not gonna guard Scal or Miles, so I'm not. I'm just.
He might, in my opinion, It's tough. He might have to guard Neesmith.
Shit,
because Nemhard is.
Let me ask y'all something. Who's a better defense, right? The 2024 Celtics or this version of the OKC?
2024. You talking about the year they
last year?
I don't even think that's their best defense.
I'm just asking the question.
Oh, defense? OKC defense is better.
Yeah, OKC's better.
Boston's best defense was 22.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that.
But I'm asking you.
Okay,
how did Indiana get swept by Boston? And everybody has made the conclusion that this Thunder team is better than Boston last year.
But the reason why we got swept, the reason we got swept because Hallie went down and Jaylen Brown made that corner 3 because we lost the ball.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown and Tatum.
And our defense was way worse compared to last year. We're a way better defense now.
And Tatum and Brown were playing at a phenomenal level. They both was averaging 30. Drew Holiday's post-ups was like I think he averaged 18 very efficiently, posting up smaller guys. Like they had him in the dunker spot where he was making all these reads.
Yeah, I don't agree with Indiana's defense is way better. I don't agree with y'all sitting there saying Indiana's defense has drastically changed.
I wouldn't say that. I think Boston's offense was way better
than this the version of OKC.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Because that Boston team, when you had Tatum, you had Porzingis, you had Derek White,
and Drew,
all of those guys was making threes constantly. Because they were trying to be aggressive on Tatum, but he was just going. He was the one setting ball screens and rolling. Like you have a 6'10" big that can set, or not a big, but a tweener that can be a roll man.
Yeah.
It was just a totally different.
Bro, Jaylen Brown was averaging 30 points a game.
That's what I'm saying. Same with Tatum. What's good, Miles?
Hey, Twin Hezzy.
What's good with you, Miles?
Did Indiana's defense get better? Did the defense get better, or was Boston not healthy and they were easy to guard, or was the Knicks offense predictable? OKC's not doing what those teams are doing, bro. Like they have a much more versatile, free-flowing offense, and they have a player who's gonna make you pay. And so it may look like the defense got better versus the Knicks, but really the Knicks aren't hard to guard, bro. Right? Like they do dumb shit. Brunson's easy to guard. And so I disagree, bro. I don't think the defense got drastically better. They just had two matchups where one guy was injured and Boston got predictable with Jaylen Brown. And in New York, Brunson is 6 foot and he's easy to guard.
I mean, if you look at that game,
it's that simple. I mean,
if you look at that, go ahead.
It's not like Karl Anthony Towns is making you pay, bro. What I'm saying is, it's not like Cat is making you pay. Like he's a big shooting logo threes. I mean, come on. I mean, that's not.
I mean,
he was still.
In my opinion, the reason the Knicks lost this series, game 1. Look at it. They were up 17 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth. They end up losing that game. It was a 2-possession game. Game 2. They win in game 3, so now they're down 1-2. They're fighting for their life not to be down 0-3. The first game 1, game 2, and game 3, they lost the possession battle. They're not a bad team. It's just like you got to look at it as the sense of, yo, why are we losing all of these close time games? Why are we not running Cap, Brunson pick and rolls? Why are we not getting the most out of these type of players? Brunson won Clutch Player of the Year, which he deserved. He didn't muster up some of that clutch time performances when they needed him. I remember 2 shots where he took the final shot in the fourth, and he took the shot at OT, and he missed both threes. Like this
But guess
series
what
could
though,
have
bro?
easily
Even
went
though
7,
Brunson,
or the Knicks could have easily won this
yeah,
series, because this was a closer series than a lot of people are saying. Oh, like nigga, look through the game log, rewatch these games. The Knicks had momentum.
well,
They choked.
but even though Brunson won the Clutch Player of the Year award, I mean, the shots he was taking, I mean, those are like isolated hero shots for the most part, bro. And so when they go
Yeah.
down, it looks good. And when it's not going down, I'm gonna call a spade, bro. It's bad offense. And so it's bad offense. I mean, it just is what it is, bro. I mean, but you're right though. The games were closer than what we thought they were. But I will say this though: some of those games in Indiana, bro, were blowouts. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, bro. I mean, OKC, different beasts, styles make fights, and some of the mistakes that the Knicks in Boston makes, bro, OKC's not gonna make. That's all I'm saying, bro. And so you patient fans, y'all in for a rude awakening, bro.
But twin, but
I mean, I'm
my
not
point when I looked at Indiana offense, I look at a team that high pace, high tempo team, right? That relies on space, pace, control, manipulation, and like I said there said, if you have guys that can be able to contain the ball, that's step one. If I'm Mark Dagnall, I'm telling these guys, I'm like, bro, contain ball screens, contain action, do not die on screens. Just contain it. Do not blow by. Do not overhelp. When you overhelp, you're leading to open threes every time. Well, when I look at the point of attack defender, what Thunder has between Caruso, Dort, Kaysen, Shea, the guys that can be defended, Jalen Williams. I mean, I think that I'm very comfortable in those guys to be able to contain the ball. And look at look at look at J-Dub. And just look at the versatility that he could bring it to. And Caruso can guard niggas like Pascal, right? And Pascal Siakam, which I agree that he's the best player on the Pacers.
He's the best scorer on the team.
Best player, I would probably
He's the best
say.
scorer and the most consistent player on the Pacers. He has been all
So
season.
he's the best player.
I will say he's been their most consistent player, because
Right.
Haliburton he's the key that unlocks the door. He's gonna
He's their
get.
best player, bro. Offensive. Listen, he's their best player, two-way player. He's the best player, bro. I mean, the question wasn't hard to answer, bro. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
tough
what I
question,
said.
because
More consistent.
I think both guys should have made All NBA. Both. It's just
Right.
like how you slice it. The first 30 games of the regular season,
It was Pascal. He was bad. Hallie was bad.
Hallie was pretty up and down the first
Yeah.
20 games of the regular season. Pascal has been consistent
Right.
throughout the entire regular season, entire playoffs. If you look at the Knicks series, if you look at even the what's it called, Buck series, where he showed he was
David,
hooping.
how is Brunson not easy to guard? You gotta explain that to me, bro.
Somebody said he was easy to guard.
He said Brunson's definitely not easy to guard.
The scheme in which you guard Brunson is easy to guard, but Brunson 1v1 is hard, obviously.
Yeah,
But the
like
scheme is easy because you know where the ball's at. He's
Yeah.
top of the key. That's what he's probably trying to say.
It's predictable. So I mean,
Yeah,
it makes it
that's what I'm
easier to
saying.
guard. Yeah, it's predictable.
Yeah, the scheme, but like 1v1, Brunson one of the
Hey,
most
If you
skilled
if
1v1 players in the
Twin
NBA.
Hester, bro.
talk
Listen,
to me,
bro.
Miles.
How many times did you see Mikal Bridges and Anobi trailing Haliburton on his backside on those high pick and rolls? Whereas
Every time they were blitzing him, they were hedging. They were the first half. Thibodeau made it a concerted effort. We're gonna make Haliburton see different coverages. There was a play where they set back-to-back ball screens. They showed with Brunson they recovered seamlessly and they didn't give up no advantage. So it was a yin-yang. Then Nembhard got it, and Nembhard was the one really going crazy. In that fourth quarter, I think Hallie got 10 points. That had to do with the switching defense. That second half, they went to a switch-heavy defense where Cat and all of these guys that was involved in the action was guarding him.
Mm-hmm.
Brunson was guarding him. So he just kept getting to that floater.
Because Caruso and those guys do a great job at fighting through screens, fighting through picks, where now I'm not trilling on your backside.
Exactly.
Now I'm still in front of you where you got to make a decision. And so it's just OKC's not lazy on defense, bro. Right? Some guys are just going to concede the screen. They're going to fight over. And now you're in a trilling position. which leaves your defense at a disadvantage. OKC doesn't do that.
Yeah, but
right?
I'm gonna tell y'all what Indiana's gonna do, because it's always been the same game plan on how you be able to stop them. So what they're gonna do, their game plan is to basically keep SGA out the paint without overhelping, and also if J-Dub drives the ball, they're gonna load the nail, because J-Dub is just not the type of guy that can be able to score at a second level where the angles is getting cut off. I mean, he struggled with it. That's why he revolves around tough shot, making the little side fadeaway jump shot that almost bricks every freaking time. But then, like I said, they're gonna top lock off of Lou Dort. If they run flares or staggers or they basically want an SGA pick and roll, they're gonna basically do it how the Minnesota has done it. They're gonna go low. They're gonna go under the screens. They're gonna play drop, right, and force Shea to hit pull up jumpers. But the problem is that they're gonna start. How can I say, what the Oklahoma City Thunder did, and basically how they adjusted to that, and what Minnesota was basically doing is they basically start running pick and rolls at the right wing, so it's harder for you to be able to play that. Because now you got, if a guy come over there, overcommit to the gaps, you got somebody's over on the left wing on the 3-point line. Or if somebody sets the screen on the top of the key on the left side, then SGA is so quick enough to attack to the right side. So I think this is going to be a series where SGA is going to dominate the Indiana Pacers. He's going to get to the paint at will. And this is this thing that I don't understand. And bro, OKC is a bigger team. They're a bigger team. They're a physical team. And like I said, their margin of error is so bigger than the Indiana Pacers, because their ability to be able to force turnovers
They're bigger?
Yes.
What you mean?
What do you mean?
Like in size and stature? I mean, if they weren't Chet the 5, then J-Dub 6'5".
Yeah, J-Dub Hartenstein.
J-Dub 6'5".
J-Dub Hartenstein, Caruso, Chat. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we have Miles, Scal, Obe.
That's all you got. Miles.
But all those guys I name are 6'9" plus. J-Dub 6'5", Lou Dort 6'3", Caruso 6'4".
No, and how tall is Chat and how tall is Hartenstein?
7 feet and 6'11". Or 7'1".
Okay. Now name me a nigga
Miles
that y'all got.
Feet.
No,
Miles is 7 feet.
Okay, Miles is 6'10".
No, he's 7 feet tall.
No, he's 6'10".
Bruh.
What other nigga you got? Pascal Siakam is what, 6'10"?
6'10".
Okay, you got two niggas that's 6'10".
Obi 6'9". 6'10".
Now they got two niggas that's 7 foot.
Bro, Miles is 6'11", bro.
No, he's not. He's 6'10". He's 6'10".
Obi 6'9", 6'10".
And like I said, they're more physical than y'all.
Yeah,
they're literally more physical than y'all. And they got bigger wings than y'all. They also got bigger guards than y'all niggas, bro. Stop it.
Okay, so yeah, they got wings. They got
so what's the convo right now?
You saying
OKC a bigger team.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Lou Dort 6'3" at the wing.
iHeart, Shea. Y'all run a lineup where most of y'all minutes go from Haliburton, Nembhard, and Neesmith.
Hallie 6'5", Andrew 6'4",
Yeah.
Neesmith 6'6", Scal 6'9".
You said who? Who's Scal?
Yeah, Scal 6'9", 6'10". Obi 6'9", 6'10". Thomas about 6'10", 6'11".
I mean,
it's cool.
Chet,
yeah. I mean,
Chet is like 7'1".
Who? Yeah, Chet's the tallest, but he's thin.
You gotta stop lying, bro.
He's big, but he's thin in stature.
The Thunder. This is the first time the Thunder is going to play a team
that
said don't have
6'8".
a bigger lineup. Like they gonna like the Thunder is going to be able to get. The Thunder is going to have to be able to generate high quality offenses to Pacers defense, and which I can expect that they're going to be able to do that. They're going to be able to do that, nigga. They're going to be able to do that. Mark my motherfucking words, nigga.
Yeah.
So, you ready to bet some money, some dollars?
Bro, I should have bet with you in the Bucks series.
Nigga, I'm not talking about that, bro. I'm talking about right now, bro.
Nah, because honestly, there's a pattern here. Every time
man, you don't got no money, man.
Bro, every time I don't bet you.
Hey, Mazak, what's up, bro? This nigga ain't.
I'm gonna keep it that way.
Mazak Hezzy.
What's going on? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
we
What's up,
could
bro?
hear you, Mizak. What's good,
What's going
brother?
on? What's going on,
What you got
guys?
on the series, bro?
The series, man, it's just very simple. The Knicks, bro. I'm gonna give you a stat, Mookie. They played a lot. They played a bigger rotation in the playoffs than they did in the regular season. It just shows you how dog shit the Knicks are, man.
Crazy. So
Brunson,
you
but
telling me they played more minutes in the regular season than the rotation did in the playoffs?
yeah, what's called the rotation players played more minutes in the playoffs than they did in the regular season. Like Shamit wasn't getting no minutes in no fucking regular season. So was DeLon Wright. Those niggas weren't getting no burn, but Tom Thibodeau had to change his play style because the Knicks play too fast in their pace. Like I was telling Maz and all these guys that Pacers' pace is too huge, bro. Like OKC's gonna have to play a bigger rotation too, because their pace is gonna be their pace is too like what's it called. It's too OP to contain. I do have
Yeah.
OKC winning the series, but like the Pacers are probably the best team they face. This is gonna be one of the best finals we've seen in like the last 5 years. Like
Probably
I'm
like
taking
since 2016, honestly.
yeah, since 2016, this is probably the best finals we're going to see. This is the best offense by far against one of the best defenses in the league. You
Because
know what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
yin
Two
yang.
could be, yeah, yin yang. Basically, it's basically a yin yang, bro. There's good matchups, bro. The Siakam Chet matchup is going to be great.
Yin Yang. What?
Shea might get
Yeah,
40 against
basically
the what's
the
called
best
backcourt.
offense versus the best defense. Those are
Boy.
complete opposites. Opposites attract. I had to break it down like that. It's cool. My fault. Go ahead, Mizek.
But Mook, I was gonna say this. I was speaking on the Knicks, man. I feel like the dumbest player in the league right now is Jalen Brunson because he went and took a pay cut right before the season started. Went and took a pay cut to get players, and when he took a pay cut while his teammate OG Anunoby took fucking 40 million. So now he takes a pay cut, gets bounced again in the conference finals by the same team 2 years in a row. You think that money's still gonna be available for him now? Let's say the Knicks want to rebuild. He just lost
No.
money, bro. I hate
I'm
when
gonna be honest
black
with you, Mizek.
athletes
He can't
go away.
recoup the $100 million extension because he
Yeah.
took a 4-year deal instead of the 5th year, and the
Yeah,
AAV
exactly.
with the 5th year is just unlocks him. Like this
Yeah.
short term deal, it really sacrificed. Like, bro, he's gonna be 32 when this deal is up. 32, 33. Who wants to extend
Yeah.
him for a max money?
Who JB?
Yeah,
Jalen
well,
Brunson,
he's
yeah,
6'1",
it
a
just doesn't make
6'1" guard,
sense.
Man, he about
a
6'1",
6'1"
six
guard
feet.
a 6'1" guard at 32. Yeah, he ain't touching that mill. He go be the next Kemba Walker. You know what I'm saying? So
Shit, nah,
it's
JB
just
got too much.
embarrassing at this
JB got
point,
too
bro.
much skill for
And
that.
then Cat, man, yeah,
I mean,
Cat,
Kemba
like
had a
him
lot
and
of skill
Brunson, they
too.
don't work
Nah,
well
I know,
on the
but no,
court
but I
like
know,
when they
but bro,
both played, bro. They
JB
were
got
a
the body
negative.
too, man. Man,
Nah,
JB's
but
so
Nelson,
cold.
the Knicks were a negative net rating wise when Brunson and Cat were both on the court. They
I
were
Yeah,
mean,
they
yeah, I
actually
mean,
lost
they
their
were
they're
actually
all
better
minutes.
when
stoppers.
Brunson was
The
on the bench.
starters lost their
Yeah,
minutes.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
Ted,
won their
he
minutes
does
when
clear.
Brunson was off the court, bro. Like that just shows you how bad the
That's
Knicks are just
unheard
as a
of.
team, as an organization. Mikal Bridges has been completely useless, bro. Josh Hart, I don't think he's gonna be on the team next year. Like he's
Bro, that
he's
motherfucker
he's
was
basically
unplayable.
unplayable. Yeah, he's unplayable. Like the only good thing they got is Mitchell Robinson, bro. And that's it.
And
You know what I'm
OG,
saying? He was
and
probably the
OG.
most positive, and OG, yeah, and OG, and like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Probably the only two players that keep. Like I'd get I don't know if you could even trade Mikhail because you're not getting the same assets you got back when you traded
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, you
You're not
can't.
getting
But
top picks.
that's 5 first rounders, bro. I don't know if you can trade that.
I don't even think you're getting a first rounder for him. You probably have to attach stuff. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart, you're gonna have to attach a pick to get rid of. We'll see what they do, man. But yeah, man, it's over. But the next dynasty's over. It wasn't really a dynasty, but they're gonna go back to missing the
Hold on.
playoffs.
Tyson sat there and said, Mookie, why the fuck they're saying it's the best offense versus the best defense? Like OKC offense ain't legit. Both average 117 a game in the playoffs.
What are you
But if
talking
you
about?
looked at, okay, I can
You
easily
have to
answer
look
that
at the
question.
rating.
When you looked at the regular season offense, yes, it was great. But you got to look at Shea. Shea lost his minutes in the playoffs. If you look at plus minus, their starting lineup is shooting 23% from three in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you gotta let them shoot.
If you think regular season offensive rating is going to translate, OKC has been struggling to crack 110 in the playoffs. Have we not been watching basketball? They're 23% in the starting lineup when Shea, J-Dub, Ihart, Chet, and Dort are
Hold on,
in
he
the game.
he said in the playoffs they both averaged 117 a game in the playoffs.
No, I said they're struggling to crack what, nigga. You know that Denver game they put up like 140. It can skew the numbers. They had they had two games in that Denver series where they cracked I think 130 or something like that. And if you look at the Memphis Grizzlies series, nigga, who the fuck gives a fuck about round 1 Memphis Grizzlies? We don't even count that. The last 2 rounds, they have been struggling to score. They are not a great offense when it comes to playoff basketball. Jalen Williams,
playoffs. Yeah, they haven't been.
Yeah, let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade.
They haven't been shooting.
But I think when Shea is on the floor, they're a great offense.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I mean, Shea is a one-man offense. Great. I think they're a good offense.
They're a great offense when Shea on the floor.
In the playoffs?
Bro. Yes, nigga.
That hasn't been that hasn't like when they went against quality opponents. That hasn't been
nigga. They've been a great offense when Shea is on the floor, nigga.
In the play, bro. Let me look up the plus minus.
Damn,
I'm
man.
I'm pretty sure
that fucking arguing shit, nigga. They've been a great offense, nigga.
I mean, it's okay. You're saying great. I'm not using that language.
So Indiana averaged 117, and the Thunder averaged 116.
Remove the Memphis Grizzlies series.
So I have to remove series out.
That's a low leverage series. If you're
fuck, man.
No.
Damn, man.
If we want to talk
you
real basketball,
out, bro. You was dicked out, bro.
Brother, if we really want
to remove fucking series and shit like that, man. Come on,
the Memphis Grizzlies series was low, bro. They were the 10th seed. They won a play-in game. Like, we don't care about them dudes, like, bro. They won 50 games or whatever, 48 games. Like, bro, come on, bro. Ja missed time. Like, that's a low leverage series, bro. I'm not counting that.
Let me see this. All right, so if I remove that, they still got one. They still have a 117 offensive rating, and Indiana has a 118 offensive rating.
Yeah, I don't
know. In the playoffs,
to Tyson's point.
Yes.
To Tyson's point,
you remove the Grizzlies.
Yes.
All right, let me look at the numbers.
To Tyson's point, I don't think anyone said that the OKC's offense is terrible. OKC has an elite offense as well. But we just said the Pacers have the best offense in the playoffs, and OKC has the best defense in the playoffs. So it's the best offense versus best defense. You know what I'm saying, Tyson? You just got to read between the lines, bro, and use your ears a little bit better. You know, it's people like you, Tyson, they don't use their ears a lot. They just want to type and respond to chat.
So you saying Tyson is kind of dumb?
Yeah, pretty much, because nobody said OKC. Who said OKC's offense is terrible? We all said they're an elite offense. Like,
we just gave credit to their defense.
We're just saying the Pacers are a better offense. That's all we're saying.
We gave them credit for having the best defense, but now they want to. You see what talking basketball nowadays does?
Yeah, like this is gonna be. This is probably gonna be.
All right, so if I remove the first round, bro, they got a Indiana got a 117 offensive rating, and Thunder got a 115 offensive rating.
Thunder got 115. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's nice. If I'd say I already brought up the 140 against Denver. And I said they're struggling to crack 110 consistently, so I still stand with the point I made. 115 average.
The statistical stats don't back up what you say.
What do you mean? They're averaging 115 if you remove the Grizzlies, right?
Yes.
Have they not been struggling? If you filter, I'm not gonna say filter out. I already brought up the 2 blowout wins against Denver. They had another big blowout win against the T-Wolves in they can still struggle to consistently to get 110. I don't see how you disagree with that.
What did you say?
But this is gonna be a good series though. Like who you got Mookie winning the series? And then how many games?
OKC in 6 or 7.
So you could see a game 7 being played.
Yeah, if Indiana plays to the level they can play to, I mean, yeah, why not? What you got the series going to?
I got OKC in 6.
Bro, I think people generally got OKC in 5 or 4 games.
Yeah, that's why I was pushing back.
I'm seeing a lot of people this being a
This is very clearly going to be a 6-7 series. In my opinion, this is going to be the hardest. This might be a harder series for OKC to Denver because the Pacers' offense is just very hard to deal with, especially their pace. And they just got a way deeper rotation than Denver does.
What up, Ghost?
Check.
So, yeah, that's just me.
Oh, it's working. Man, what y'all here talking about this old boring ass series for?
What the
OKC
fuck?
and
What are you
4.
talking
Bro,
about? What are
Ghost,
you
do you
talking
like
about,
This
Ghost?
is not
basketball?
boring. What are you talking about,
Bro,
OKC
Ghost?
Ghost,
and
do you
4.
like
Ghost had the
basketball?
make
Do
or
you
break
like
series, by the way.
basketball, Ghost? What the fuck, man?
OKC and 4. This shit is boring.
Oh, bro,
What are you
what?
talking about, bro? See, bro, Ghost. This is why nobody takes your basketball knowledge serious because you don't respect the game. You only respect the game if it's
I
only
don't
do about
respect this
LeBron.
team. That was OKC, but I mean, man, what you want me to say, bro? I said I don't like this team. I think that it is what it is.
Okay,
They're
it's
gonna
not
beat the
about
Knicks
what
off
you
of
like. If you like
okay.
basketball, if you fuck with basketball, you won't sit there and
I
say
don't
some
like
shit
their
like that in
brand of
your mouth,
basketball.
nigga.
How about that?
If you respect the game of
Nope.
basketball,
I
you
don't
would sit
respect
there
their
and
brand of
it
basketball.
don't matter. It don't matter,
Okay, well,
nigga.
that
So
do matter. You ask listen,
no.
I don't
You
have to
don't
respect
hold
their
on.
brand of basketball, bro.
You don't respect historical defenses.
No, I don't respect their brand of basketball.
No,
That's
do
what I've
you
been saying
respect
all year.
hold on. This is the brand of basketball that you sat there and said want to get to the finals. This is the brand of basketball that you sat there and said gonna get beat
Okay,
in the first
well,
round. This is the brand of basketball that you sat there and said is
well, we
fraud.
ain't gonna talk
This is the
about it no
brand of
more
basketball
because
that you sat there and
you
just
told me you
lied
don't want
every
me
single
saying
time,
what
bro.
really happened, so I'm not gonna say it no more.
Like I sat there and
What
said,
really happened?
They
bro,
were
like I said,
selected.
bro, can you stop doing this shit, bro? You come in
That's
here
what
and create
I
narratives
said I wasn't gonna do it
every
no more.
single time, bro. You
So let's
come in here
get
and
so
create
OKC and
narratives.
4. I'm a
No,
front
no,
runner
it's
this time.
not. No, it's not.
OKC and 4.
Hold on. If the finals is so boring, why are you even watching it?
Who said I was gonna watch it?
You are gonna watch it.
How you know that?
Cause your ass is gonna be on playback and watching the goddamn game.
Actually, when the final start?
Thursday.
On Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. Oh, okay. Well, I probably won't watch but one game because I'm gonna be
Bro,
gone probably
what?
after
But
the
Ghost,
game.
this is one of the most
This is
entertaining
one of the
finals.
this is one of
Yeah,
the best finals in a while.
Yeah,
in
this
a
is the
You
while.
watch
best finals in a while,
Oh,
Ghost. Son.
bro, why does Ghost hate
This is
the
the most
Pacers?
Ghost. Have you seen the 91 finals? This is
No, it's
basically
not. Look,
similar to
don't
the
tell me about
91
this being no
finals.
best finals now.
This
This
is
shit gonna
basically
be low as hell. Low
this
G.
is
It's gonna be better
basically
than last
I'm gonna tell
year's.
y'all something. This is basically similar to the 91 finals, right? You got elite offense with a floor general like
91.
yes, hear me out. And this is why I sat there and said it. You have elite floor general, a guy that is initiate some of the best offenses in the league in the playoffs, and Haliburton, right? Who did that in 91? Magic Johnson. Now, SGA, the best scorer in the league, right? The best player in the league,
Oh
right?
shit.
Who is on the best offensive player on the best defensive team. Who that reminds you of? Michael Jordan
Boy,
in
Jay. Jay.
91.
not even
He was
Don
the
King can
best
hype
scorer
this
in the
shit up,
league
bro.
and the
This shit is
best
boring.
player on the best defensive team in the league. So this gives you 91 vibes. Floor general versus the best player scorer in the league, bro. That's what we getting, brother.
Yeah,
You
this
know
is
you
good.
just compared Haliburton to the greatest point guard of all time.
I
And
didn't.
you just
Hold
No, he
on.
compared
Point
straight
guard
didn't.
of all
He
No,
to
I
the
said
time.
did
there's
greatest
not. I
shooting
didn't
guard of all
compare him.
Man,
similarities.
time.
Magic
I
fucking
sat there and
sucks.
said the way that
Similarities.
it's the similarities to it. I didn't compare them. I'm talking about the fucking similarities, Ghost Town.
You know, to create a similarity, there has to be a comparison, right?
I
No, it
mean,
does not.
both the
All right, then. So you just compared him to the greatest
No,
point
I'm not.
guard
I'm not sitting there
and the
saying he's
greatest
just as good as
shooting
them.
guard of all
I'm
time.
not sitting there saying he's just as good as them. I'm sitting there saying that we're getting similar playing styles, similar point in the lead that reminds you somewhat similar of the
Okay.
91 finals.
If you say so, man. I mean, y'all, look, you can't gas. Look, even Don King can't gas this shit up. This shit is gonna be boring, bro.
Done.
Ghost, this is
What?
probably the best finals since
The best
2016. What are you
promoter of
talking
all
about?
time can't even hype this shit up.
This is gonna be better than 2016
This is
finals.
gonna be better than 2016, Ghost Town, for sure.
Shout out to Agent Shadow off in the Super Chat. He said, "So Mookie,
What
what
you
if?
said 2016?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is better than 2016
yeah,
finals.
this is
Yes,
better.
Nigga, what? All right, man.
yes,
Now you done lost your mind.
yes, it's better than
No,
2016
it's not.
finals.
I think it's gonna be the best finals since the
No, it won't
2020s.
because
No, it's gonna
In
be
the
better than
it's not
2020s.
two
2016.
legends playing for a championship.
No, I
Well,
said in the
SGA is a
in the
legend in the
20s.
making.
No, he ain't no
Yeah,
legend.
and
He ain't
so is
even close.
Halliburton.
SGA is a legend in the making.
Yeah.
The best
Now,
finals in the 20s
shout out
is
to Aiden Shadowloff. He said, "So Mookie, what if it says if SGA wins his first trip to the NBA Finals and not suffer a meltdown like 2011 LeBron?"
Great question. That's a great
That's a
question.
good question. That is a
Good
good
question.
question. That's fair. That's
Who he
fair.
asked the question to? You?
Yes,
What it mean? What it mean?
it would say that say everything bad about LeBron.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna be looking good for Ghost Town because Ghost Town said SGA was a
That'll put him
fraud.
ahead of
So
LeBron. Wait,
Ghost
wait,
Town
hold on.
Go,
That'll put him ahead of
Ghost Town
LeBron.
said there. Ghost Town said there.
Ghost Town said SGA is a fraud. Ghost Town said SGA suck. Ghost Town sat there and said SGA is trash. Ghost Town sat there and said Thunder's a frauds. Ghost Town sat there and said they're gonna get beat in the first round. Ghost Town said the Lakers gonna beat them. Ghost Town said LeBron is the best in the world. Ghost Town went 0 for 5 on his takes in the first round. Ghost Town's been wrong every
Yeah, but I
single
got that
year.
Super Bowl right last year, though.
Hold on. Ghost Town sat there and said Peace Cobbler is great. Ghost Town sat there and
He
said
is.
LeBron the greatest.
He
And he
is.
just lied consistently.
But I got that Super Bowl right last year, though, didn't
You've
I?
been
And you
lying.
didn't.
And you
didn't.
got LeBron wrong. You
And
sat there
you
and
got
said
it
LeBron the
wrong,
best player in the
Mr.
world.
Quarterback Guru.
You think
And you got it completely
hold
wrong,
on,
nigga.
hold on. You think just because, right, that LeBron is not in the finals, that this shit is gonna be boring. How about loving
It ain't
basketball?
got to be
Just
LeBron.
because
Hold
just because
on.
you
It
love
ain't got to be
LeBron,
LeBron, nigga. It can be a
love
whole lot of
basketball,
other
nigga.
players
Love
that would be interesting
basketball.
to watch. The Steph Currys of the world, that would be interesting to watch. He playing for something.
No. This is
Man,
the
get
new.
out of here with this
This is the new.
bullshit. They done
Go sound. You
stretched
gotta
this far.
understand. This is a new generation. This is a new generation of players. This is a new. This is a new time. It's a new generation. This is new. This is new everything. This
Yeah.
is not the old niggas don't run
Well,
the NBA no more.
I hope they raise the
The
viewer ratings.
old niggas don't run
I
the
hope these young
NBA
niggas
no
raise the viewer
more.
ratings, because
Get that to
otherwise,
your head right
Why do you
now.
care about viewership? Are you getting paid from the NBA?
Right.
why do I care?
Why
Yeah.
does that affect your pocket?
It don't affect my
Mm,
pockets, nigga.
mm.
What you
So then
talking
why
about?
do
Why
you
do I
care
care?
about
Why the
viewership?
fuck you care, nigga?
Because it's boring. That's why I care. Nigga, nobody
Bro,
want to watch no
bro,
boring
the
ass
view,
game.
bro,
It's
that's
only,
not
it's
dumb
only
as
boring
shit.
for people like you, people that enjoy basketball, that enjoy good offense, a good
Nigga,
defense,
all
that
the
loves
people
the
that give
Right.
a
finals.
damn about this
The
is
only
you
people you, the
nerdy
only
ass
person you
niggas
love
that ain't
Steph
got
Curry
no
and
woman,
LeBron. That's
that
the only
can't
thing
play
you
no
care about
ball, nigga.
basketball.
You ain't never played sports and ain't got
So just
no
because
broad.
Bron not in the
That's why
finals
you
is
care so
boring.
much.
Right. Just because LeBron is not in the finals
Yeah,
doesn't mean it's
like I
boring.
said, nerds with no girls give a damn
Bron
about
ain't
this
Bron
shit.
ain't been in the finals in 5 years. Every year is boring.
Everybody else that got a
Right.
woman gonna be with their woman on a date while this shit is playing.
No, they're not. We're gonna actually
Yeah, we
watch the
are.
game and love the
We
game
go
of
watch it. We
basketball.
go watch
Yeah,
it
we
with
gonna
our
take
woman.
our babes out. We ain't gonna be watching this bullshit.
Nigga, we go take it to the game. We go take him to the game and watch it with him. What are
Right,
you talking
nigga.
about?
What?
Right.
Nigga, what,
But
please?
Ghost, you just like I said, Ghost Town, you just the only casual on here. So of course you're not gonna like this
Yeah,
game.
all us casuals gonna be out with our girls. We ain't be watching this shit.
We're gonna actually watch the game and
We might watch
understand the
one
game.
game. We might watch the first game,
To
This
get
might be
and
the most viewed
then
finals
we'll be
since
gone after
yeah,
2020.
that.
I would say this might be the most viewed finals
Yeah,
in
this is gonna be one of the
yeah,
most viewed finals.
right.
Absolutely. There's so much.
Most
I
viewed
think
finals.
it's
Most
Bro,
viewed
the whole
final.
the whole state of Indiana is gonna be
Yes.
yeah,
watching this shit though. I
yeah.
know that for a fact.
Facts, Brax.
Nostalgia
Facts,
state,
Brax.
just for
Boy,
sure. A
I,
lot of
Look what
people
Did
do
Brax
y'all
watch
just
it.
said.
say?
Mookie's watching this and he got a girl. Facts. The fuck, nigga, like nigga, what y'all talking about, bro? Y'all just
I just don't think it's
camping.
going to be
what he
close. I
say?
think OKC is going to win this comfortably.
He
Wait,
said
he speak. Wait, Mookie, you trying to say you speak for all the nerds? They ain't got no girl? Cause that's what he
what?
trying to tell you. That's what he's
Nigga.
saying for you.
Mm-mm.
He
But
said you
Mookie,
speaking for all the
you
nerds
don't
that ain't
think
got no girl. You gonna be watching.
That's bad for the brand of the NBA if we have back-to-back series in the finals that end in 5 games in back-to-back years? Because
It's not
that's
gonna
what I
end
think
it.
this is going to go.
It's not
It's
gonna
not
end in
gonna end in
5 games.
5 games.
It's gonna go to 7, bro.
Shit,
It's
it
not
gonna
gonna
be
end in 5.
4.
Seven.
What you mean
I
5?
definitely don't think it's going to go to 7, but
Yes, it
maybe.
is. It's gonna go
Well,
By
7.
we'll
far,
see.
by far.
Okay. Well, if you're right, you're right. But
And you talking about back to back finals ending in bad games, like bro, all y'all niggas that crucified this final series, bro. At the end of the day, bro, y'all just casuals.
I'm gonna watch it. I just don't
Y'all
think
don't
it's going
like
to
the
be
game.
close.
Y'all don't like
That's
the
a
game.
that's the problem. We have people that
This is
think
this is the
we have
best
people
X and O.
think that they like
Actually, that would be
basketball,
3
but
straight
they
finals that end
don't.
in
They
5 games
like
if we're to end in
certain
5 games.
basketball players. It becomes stan
That's
culture. It
not what this
becomes
is. That's not what this
That's what it
is.
is.
That's
this
Hey,
That's
is
not
do
the
what
you
what it
this
watch
is.
thing.
college
is.
basketball,
That's
Mookie?
not what this is.
Absolutely, Ghost Town. I watch every sport in
You're trying to
basketball.
push an
Mookie, do
agenda.
you
College.
That's
watch
all you're
college
doing.
basketball?
You're trying
No,
to
I
push
Exactly
an
don't.
what I
I
agenda.
don't
listen.
You
watch college.
casual, bro. You casual.
You're trying to push an
Anybody
agenda.
that don't
It's not
watch
about
college
a certain
basketball,
player.
calling people that watch college basketball casual is
I
insane.
don't watch
Thank
college
you, Ghost
basketball.
Town.
I
Thank you,
know that's
Ghost Town.
casual, bro. That's
How's
casual.
that casual?
Cause that's where the purest of football,
Yeah,
basketball is
Nigga,
played.
it's
I don't watch
college.
that shit, nigga. I don't watch any college shit, nigga.
The purest of
You don't watch
basketball is
college football,
college, bro.
movie?
The
If
No.
purest
you,
of
as a
basketball is the
matter of
Facts.
fact,
NBA.
if
It used to
you
be, not
talk
anymore.
to most coaches, they'll tell kids don't even watch pro, watch college.
I don't watch amateur shit.
Why
No.
do they say that? Because they know that's the purest basketball.
No, it's not. The purest basketball is the NBA. More schemes that have been more advanced is
The
the
highest
NBA.
skill is in the NBA.
Right.
That's the highest
Boy,
skill level of
please,
Right.
basketball played.
nigga, Did you hear what I just said? Ain't no coaches telling no young kids to go watch no fucking NBA to learn
And
the
like those
game.
coaches end up not winning
What?
games like
Oh,
you.
I
They're
I
probably
Sound
not
disagree
like
with
an
winning
that,
like
idiot.
you.
Ghost.
Now you
Wait, wait,
lying.
wait,
What
wait.
the
That's
fuck
wait,
did
wait,
you
that's
just
not
said
true. That's
that
not true,
shit?
Ghost. That's not true, Ghost. That's not true,
Ghost,
Ghost.
you
That's
just
what I told
fucking
y'all. They
lying,
never
That's
bro.
not
You a
true, Ghost.
liar,
That's not
Ghost.
true, Ghost. That's not true.
Coaches
That's not true.
don't tell kids to go watch
That's not
professional.
true, Ghost.
They
That's
That's
tell
not
them
not
true.
if you
true.
want to watch purist basketball, it's college.
And
That's not
coaches say
No,
that
true.
coaches probably
you
say that
watch
because
they
they
watch
know their
Europe.
players not going to make the NBA. The
If you
highest they
want to
go is
watch
probably
pure
college,
basketball, you're gonna watch
not the
Euro
pros.
League and
Nigga,
What,
FIBA and
bro?
all
What are
ain't
that.
y'all
nobody said no
saying?
I said between college and pro. And here this nigga throwing in some Euro League. Ain't
No,
nobody
I'm
said nothing
talking
about no
about
goddamn Euro League.
basketball. We're talking about basketball.
Between college and pro, most coaches gonna
Why you
no.
gotta be? Why
All
it gotta be
coaches gonna
between
tell
those
their
two?
kids to go watch college
Why it gotta be
basketball
between
because
those
it's
two?
the purest
Ghost,
basketball.
why would you
The
not want
shit,
to
We
learn
as a
from
talk
matter
the
of
about
fact,
highest
bat.
you
level,
can't
though?
do
That
all
doesn't
that
make any
shit you do
sense.
in the pros. All that shit they
Ghost,
do in the pros, you can't get away with that in no damn basketball.
but that's the highest level, Ghost.
Right.
Dumbass. You got to get to the highest level first. You go out there
Yeah,
clearing
and
the ball,
everybody want to
passing the
learn for
ball,
the highest
take it
levels.
3 steps and
You
see how
How
don't.
you
far
supposed to
you get.
learn? You got to learn for the highest levels, Ghost.
Uh,
Exactly.
yeah, that's like I said,
Yeah.
spoken like pure casuals.
No, you
Pure
don't know nothing about
casuals.
basketball. You don't.
Yeah,
So
You
I,
what
think
I
level
know
about
you
I know
watch?
them
sports.
no damn coaches tell no kids go
Wait, so
watch
Ghost,
and learn
Ghost,
the
if you're at,
professional
so
game.
Ghost, like so if you had like a whatever, like you were training somebody like a 12-year-old, you would tell them to go watch like if they're trying to learn to watch like a high school or college game and an NBA game, or like from a certain
Did you hear me
college
say high
player,
school nigga?
or just college, even college. Because when I don't really understand like. I don't understand what is your gate like. You trying to go as far as to say you think an elite college player you would rather learn from them than like the best of the best NBA player. I just think that that's a
Bruh,
wrong
what are
like.
you talking about? The shit they do in the NBA is illegal in college, in high school, in every
Like
other
what?
league.
What are you
So
wait?
why would
Like
I
what
That's
tell
not
exactly?
kids
Like
true.
to
what?
go
What are you
learn
talking?
some
Like
illegal
wait,
Not
shit?
ghost,
true.
ghost. Like what exactly? Like what?
You don't know nothing about nothing. Moving
I
on,
can
bro.
say
I'm
the same
asking
thing
you.
about college. You know, college implemented the gather step. We literally seen one of the best college players out of Baltimore do a 3-step gather, and they did not call travel. So
Well,
your
that they
point just
definitely don't
doesn't
call
make
travel in
sense.
the
Tried in high
NBA. I'll
school,
give him
see what
that.
happened.
They
Bro,
definitely
Anyway,
why
don't.
nigga,
is y'all
move on,
taking
bro.
this
Cause
Why are we
you
talking
goddamn
about high
serious,
you
bro?
niggas know
school?
what you're
Why is
talking
y'all
about.
taking this guy
It's
serious,
clear
bro?
as day you don't.
That shit
Y'all,
crazy.
you
Hold
keep
up,
talking about some
Maz,
dumb
what you said,
shit, but move
Maz?
on. We come
I
up with another
mean,
topic to talk about.
at what point do y'all just tune this dumb motherfucker out, man? Like,
Yeah, we
Right.
have to. Like
like
he
he
Yeah.
don't know
just
Yeah.
basketball, bro.
He
So
don't
I
know
mean,
basketball,
yeah,
bro.
it's
Right.
okay. I
Do
mean,
you
if you
watch
don't like
college
SGA's game,
basketball, BBA or
I
not?
watch college, but
Do your fat ass watch college
hey, you
basketball?
guys, if
be
he says anything
respectful.
bad about SGA, he
When you
don't know
sitting on that fat
basketball.
ass of yours,
He
ready
don't
for it to
know
pop,
basketball.
do you
He
do
don't
you
know
watch college
basketball.
basketball?
Shit, crazy, man.
Answer the question, nigga. Exactly. You a casual too, far as I'm
so
concerned.
Ghost, why do you think this is going to be a
Yeah,
bad
I
finals?
know.
Can you explain that though?
Swole
Like what
ass
exact
boy. Shut your fat
Ghost?
ass up.
So Ghost, why do you
Maz,
think
this
this is going to be
nigga
a
really
bad
came in
finals?
here and sat there and try to convince us,
Uh huh.
like we way smarter than this nigga, trying to sit there and say it's gonna be
Way
a boring
smarter.
final. Yeah, we're way smarter than you,
Man,
Ghost.
where you
Wait, but
get this shit from?
Ghost, why do you
First of
think
all,
it's going
I
to be
don't.
I'm
boring
not your
though?
Seriously,
competition.
bro.
You better compete
Ghost,
with these little niggas right here. I'm
I
not your
don't take
Ghost,
niggas
competition.
Ghost.
Yeah,
seriously.
Why do you think it's going to be
you're
boring?
not in our leagues, nigga.
Nah, you
You're
got that
below our
right.
leagues.
He
You
definitely
are
not
Ghost,
my
below
fucking league.
Maz. He below our leagues,
He
Maz.
definitely not my fucking league, bro.
Right.
That's
He
for
is
damn
Ghost,
not
sure.
in
why do
our
you think the
leagues,
You
bro.
finals is
niggas
going to be
just come
boring?
up here and just said high school coaches and middle school coaches and youth coaches tell kids to watch professional basketball,
They
but you
do.
know basketball.
They
Don't
literally
no
do.
damn,
I'm not
don't
gonna
no
say they
youth
don't.
league coach tell no damn
I'm
kid to
not
go
gonna
watch
say.
no professional.
I'm not gonna say they don't tell them to watch college. But you're
Yes,
trying to
you
make it
did.
seem
Yes, you
like
did.
that's
Yes, you
not what I
did.
said.
You
I just
did
said
just say
you're
that.
trying to
And
make it
all
seem
you
like
dumbass niggas agreed with him.
you're trying
So
to
it
make
don't
it
really
seem like
matter to
they
me
don't
no
Why
more.
go to
You
would
the
teach
NBA
your kid.
players
Hey, I tell you
why
development.
what you
would
do. I tell you what
NBA
you do.
coaches
Teach your kid to
hold up?
gather step, nigga. See,
The gather step has been
you
legal in
teach your kid
college
to gather step. See how many turnovers that nigga have.
because maybe
Bro,
you got to
Ghost.
train
Yeah,
I
that's
them.
mean,
what you do. That's
Jimmy
what
Wait,
you do.
Harper
You,
was
no,
doing
Ghost,
no,
it
you
all
ain't got to
Ghost,
year.
argue with me
Ghost,
no more.
Ghost, Ghost,
Run
Ghost,
over there and
Ghost.
teach your kid to gather
Wait,
step.
that's
That's what you do.
besides the point.
What?
We're going off topic. Ghost, why Why do you think the finals are gonna be boring?
It's gonna be boring, man. This shit is gonna be boring.
But why? Like, why though? Why?
You have the script. You got
Because I
the,
already
like,
know that they gonna already selected the guy that they want to win, bro. All you gonna see is
They
a free throw
selected the guy
goddamn
they want to
contest.
win.
It's gonna be about frees and threes. Whoever shoot the
See,
best
this
from the
is
3-point line, whoever get to the a free throw line the most, and we already know that's gonna
this
be
is a disgusting agenda you're trying to push. I'm not gonna lie.
frees and threes, nigga. Frees and
This is
threes.
disgusting. Yeah, I don't know about this goes.
Yeah, but like I told y'all, you enjoy your little team or whatever y'all want to call them. I'm a front run with you this year. I'm a front run with you in the finals. Yeah, the OKC gonna win. They're gonna sweep.
And you're still gonna say SGA is what, the 5th best player in the league?
No, I'm not gonna say nothing about him other than he gonna sweep the damn Pacers.
I'm saying, like, is he good? Like, do you
No, he
still
will
think he's
never get no
overrated?
credit for free throw merchant, but he will get a championship.
This is
Where's
disgusting.
you an Allen Iverson fan?
Yeah, Ghost. Aren't you an Iverson
Hell
fan?
yeah, nigga. What you mean? Am I Allen Iverson fan? Quit asking silly questions.
Iverson
Of
lived at the
course,
He
line.
I
was
ain't an
one of
Allen
the
Iverson
biggest
fan.
free throw merchants in
Iverson
NBA
lived at the
history.
line.
Boy, please. I know y'all ain't trying to trip on
He
Allen Iverson.
averaged 12 free throws a
I
game.
know you
Shea
ain't
has
tripping on
never.
that. But then
Shay's
again,
not
you didn't
even
watch
at
him play,
10.
so why wouldn't you not be?
Ghost, you think
now you
Iverson's
gonna
better
tell
than
me that
SGA?
Shea better than Allen Iverson, right?
Yes, he
He
is.
is.
He is.
Oh,
He is better.
He
He's
yeah,
he's
significantly
way
there's
better
an
than
attack
better.
of
Iverson.
lunacy in broad daylight.
He's way
People,
better
there's
than
an attack of
he's
lunacy in
way
broad
better than
daylight.
Iverson.
He
He's way
plays
better than Iverson.
defense, and he's a better offensive player. He's more efficient. So yeah, he's better.
Yeah,
Better
We got to stop with
midi,
this Iverson agenda, respectfully.
better midi, better three ball, better finisher at the rim. The only thing AI got better is handles.
Better in
But
transition.
they sitting there talking about better this, better that. Yeah, but
He
they
ain't
got the
better. He's
manhandling
not
Allen
better
Iverson.
in
What you think that would
transition, bro.
happen if they was manhandling?
That's why he
Exactly.
averaged 12 free throws. That's why he
He not
averaged
better in
12 free throws a
transition. I'm
game.
lying. He
Man,
not
please.
better in
That little,
They
transition. I'm
that little
they
lying.
nigga run
man
I'm
circles
lying.
around Shea.
they
I guess now
manhandled
you
him
gonna
for
tell me
12
Shea
free
could
throws.
guard him too, huh?
No, who
Yeah,
And
said
Luke
Shea.
that,
Dort and
Ghost?
all the rest
Shea.
of them.
Do you think Iverson can guard Shea?
AI cannot
He
guard
can
Shea
guard
Ghost.
him better than Shea can guard.
No, he can't.
No, he
He'll get
cannot,
stop
You see
on
how
nigga.
Shea the
dumb
mistake
Shea
on
is
move on
now,
him.
bro?
He,
You see how
Maz, he
dumb Shea
dumb,
is.
bruh.
He sounds
Maz,
dumb, bro.
Maz, I'm with you,
Nigga,
Maz.
if
I
they
think
put
Ghost
Shea
is slow,
Gillis
Maz.
Alexander on Allen Iverson, he'll go for
slow.
60.
He
Allen
definitely slow.
Iverson can
He'll
guard
go for
Shea
60
better
on
than
that nigga.
Shea can guard AI.
Right.
He'll go for 60 on that nigga.
Bro,
He's
Shea
just
would give
dumb, bro.
Iverson
He's
70.
just
Ghost, come
dumb.
on,
He's
Ghost.
just dumb.
Maz,
Like
why
I
would you say,
said,
Maz,
Allen
why you
Iverson
say
will
this,
go for
Maz, why you
60
say this
on
is
him.
dumb, Maz? Explain.
Well, SGA is 6'5", 6'6". Obviously, better defensive acumen than AI ever had.
Right.
I do agree that SGA can't guard Iverson, but SGA has a better chance at guarding him than the other way around. I mean, that's just basketball optics. I've heard Ghost Town say on plenty of occasions, LeBron is bigger, faster, stronger. KD's bigger, he's longer, he's lengthier. Like, his attributes make him a better defensive player. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Is something wrong with you, bro? Are you on
Yeah, I know
medication
Allen
today?
Iverson better than Shea. That's if something wrong
That's
with
not the
that, then that's
argument.
something
That's
wrong
not
with
the
your no
argument.
basketball
That's
knowing
not what
ass.
we're arguing. That's not what
Some
we're
people
arguing.
arguing about no
That's
goddamn
not
Shea
what the
better
fuck
than
we're
Allen
arguing.
Iverson. Nigga, get out of here.
That's not what
He
the fuck
Only
we're
a
is.
arguing.
fool would argue that shit.
If you ask AI right now, AI will tell you Shea's better than me.
If you ask Shea, he'll slap you for saying it.
Bro, what? Shea? You think Shea grew up an AI fan?
Well, this dude right here, he's a Mookie nut holder. Everything Mookie said, this dude.
Bro, hold on,
What are
hold
you
on.
talking
Tone, don't do that, bro.
I got to Mookie.
No, don't
That
try
boy
to
agreed with.
divide. Hold on, don't
That
try to
boy,
What are you
divide
talking
no, it's
about?
not about
distinction
dividing.
between brothers, bro.
No,
Don't call
ain't
just
no.
because.
No,
Hold on.
I'm
Just
just
because,
telling you,
hold on. Just
everything
because.
you
Hold
say, he
on,
agreed.
Hold on, Tone.
Who are you
Just
talking
because
about, bro?
a nigga agree. Hold on. Just
Nigga,
because a
watch your
nigga
mouth.
agree
I
on
will
shit.
smack you.
You see,
Yeah,
this is why I
all
sit
right.
there and said. See, this just
All
because
right.
a
Who
nigga
he gonna
agree on
smack
something,
now?
Fuck is you
that don't
talking
mean
about?
he's a
That's all
dick
right.
rider, bro.
Who he gonna
Mookie,
smack now?
Mookie.
me and
I know
Mookie,
you don't. I know
bro.
you don't want to try to.
Me and Mookie has disagreed on many
Right.
That's
things. We
good.
debate
Right.
every night in here. What are you talking about?
99% of shit this boy disagree. Now, that's it. Don't
Can
worry
you
about
give me an example?
it. I ain't got to. Number one.
Because so you
Now,
can
number
talk out
two.
the side of your mouth without any
Number
example.
two.
This sound like
In-
you talking to a
any
shorty, bro.
dumb,
You a man. You a grown ass man.
any dumbass
No
kid,
example. Nothing.
any
You just
dumbass
talking
kid
talk. You talk to
who
talk.
wasn't
Shut
even
up.
born when Allen Iverson was playing gonna sit here and say Shea is better than Iverson already as a special need kid.
He is.
He is.
Yeah, and he only saying it because you
I said it
Mookie.
before, bro.
I just told my.
I was talking. Bro, listen. What's his name?
He only
Big
said it
Tone.
because you saying
Yeah.
it.
I've said it before, nigga. I told Ghost Town. You probably think AI is better. I literally asked that nigga Ghost a question. You sound dumb as shit.
Well,
so you clearly didn't listen. Me asking Ghost, yo, you probably think AI is better than him. You know AI is free throw merchant. That's what the combo started from. It started from when I brought it up. I brought in AI up.
Down.
What is you talking about?
Let me set your little pep milk breath ass down.
You're not saying shit.
Shea
You don't got no example.
Shea couldn't tie motherfucking AI shoes.
That's just a lie. That's a lie.
Bro,
do
what
you
do y'all
understand that?
You know how
why you lying, Tone?
Nigga,
you know how outlandish that is?
Let me tell you something. Now and and I'm not saying it because I know Ghost gonna love this. Motherfucker, they changed NBA rules.
That's right.
Because AI was tearing Jordan ass up.
No, he wasn't.
What rules?
What do you mean, Big Tone? He was carrying the
Tone, what the fuck
basketball.
are you
The
talking about?
crossover,
Right now?
nigga, he was breaking
You're talking about the
He was
illegal
carrying-
palming
he was
violation.
breaking Jordan's ankle.
Yeah, that's what they
Tone,
call it.
Tone. You know, hold on. One mic.
Yeah,
Tone,
they named it
you
the
know,
Allison Palm, but
you go, hold up. You go in your part.
That nigga hands ain't bigger than Jordan hands, but yet they ain't calling on Jordan.
You
Man, the fact
can't,
of the matter
bro.
is,
If you think you're allowed to, hold up. That's how I know you don't hoop.
Nobody in the league that can stay in front of AI.
Ghost and Tone. That's how I know y'all don't hoop.
Sit down.
A
You ain't
discontinued dribble. If you
Just
ever
sit
played
down,
basketball, you know you cannot
just
put
sit
your
down. You
arm
don't
under
know
the
nothing
ball
about no
and get a
basketball.
hezzy.
So when you
Just
say
You know,
carrying
hold
the
up.
basketball,
Let me
what are you talking
Tone.
about? One
Hold
play?
up. Tone, hold up.
Just shut your dumb
You're
ass
not
down.
allowed
You
to
don't know
put
nothing
your
about
arm
basketball.
under the ball
Let
and
Mom
set
speak or
and
let
then
Mook
continue
speak.
to go.
You set
That's
your
a
dumb ass down.
it's a
You don't know
carry.
nothing
It's a
about no goddamn
discontinued
basketball. You ain't lived
violation.
long enough.
It's a palming
Let
violation.
Let people who actually know basketball and live longer than you.
Hey, Big Tone. When you said he was tearing Jordan's ass up, you talking about just that one play that they showed?
No, ain't no
again?
one play.
I mean, MJ
Hold
had
on,
40.
Moss. It wasn't one play, Moss.
Okay.
They didn't change no rule because of one play. Now, I mean, we know Jordan, destroyed Iverson them and Sixers.
Right.
But it was because that crossover.
I mean, what do you mean?
It was Iverson who brought that crossover and used to kill and break ankles. That nigga used to literally hurt my ankles. And they changed the rule after he literally almost broke Jordan's ankle. Literally.
He must broke his ankle?
Bruh, that nigga did a two. Man, y'all got see. This is what I'm saying. This is why
I mean, I
keep
know the
telling
play,
y'all.
but
And I know you old enough to know, Mars. You watch the games, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, I watched the play.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, bruh. I don't even know why y'all love Shea. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
But again, my problem is when y'all go too far, bruh. Y'all just have this love fest and you go too far, man. It's different rules.
Big Tone.
If they want to say Shea is a fair merchant, I don't think he is. He just drive and niggas can't keep him in front of him. Yeah. But when
let me ask you young a question right quick, my Tone. So
go ahead,
do y'all think if Jordan and Shea went head to head in their prime, that Shea would outscore Jordan?
No, I don't. I don't think so.
Well, yes or no, nigga?
Say that one more time.
I don't think that.
I said if Shea and Michael Jordan went head to head in their prime games, head to head, do you think Shea could outscore Michael Jordan?
In which game? Like any
in basketball, nigga. What other game we talking about?
I think there'll be a game, yeah. Every game.
You saying that Shea could outscore Michael Jordan?
It's an 82 game season. They match up 10 times.
No, that ain't what I
Listen,
asked.
let me talk, bro. Let me talk.
Michael Jordan is what you telling me?
Because he trying to pick and choose. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the dumb shit. That's why you can't conversate with dumb motherfuckers.
Well, guess who did do it? Allen Iverson.
And Shea would do that too.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. First of all,
as a matter of fact, Jordan would lock that nigga ass up. If you put Shea on Jordan, Jordan got on Shea, he would lock his ass up.
Didn't Kobe give Jordan 50?
Kobe locked Shea up. What you mean?
Okay, that's Kobe.
And Kobe
and that's Shea.
Boy, just stop. I don't have time.
Yeah, I told you.
Go ahead, Mom.
Ghost, you don't just know. You don't know basketball, Ghost. You don't know nothing about basketball.
Didn't Reggie Miller used to? Didn't Reggie Miller used to light up Jordan?
Boy, just sit down, bro. Go ahead, Moss. You was gonna ask. What was you gonna ask me, man?
I was gonna ask you because Ghost Town said that in today's league, a lot of guys are getting away with violations and stuff like that, right? So that Iverson crossover, is that a violation? I mean, in your opinion?
Well, no, it wasn't. It really wasn't until they changed the rule. I don't think that. Right. Yeah, that wasn't no violation. Of course, they changed the rule because the boy was just too quick, and that crossover, it was just.
Hey man, you ain't got no mirror.
So It was just too.
So
Don't nobody want to see
hold on.
no.
I got the stats pulled up.
Man, don't nobody. Boy, shut up about some goddamn stats, nigga.
Reggie
Nobody
Miller
want to hear
gave
no goddamn stats.
Dominique
That's
Wilkins
your
gave
problem.
Jordan.
See, that's why
Dominique gave Jordan 57.
That's why first of all, he didn't give Jordan 57.
Andrew Danley
Jordan
gave
didn't watch him 48 minutes, your dumbass.
Danley gave this nigga 50.
Stupid, man.
But
that's what I'm saying, y'all. It's just
you don't know nothing about Adrian Danley game, bro. Don't talk about Adrian.
You telling me Shea?
You don't know
You
nothing
telling me
about
Shea
Adrian
can't put up 40?
Exactly, nephew.
Shea not putting up 40.
Tyson, I know. Hold on, Tyson. I know you're not trying to sit there and say that Adrian Danley is better than fucking Shea.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he bringing up a nigga he know nothing about. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely nothing.
What the Utah Jazz and then when the Pistons when the Pistons traded for him, they immediately lost. I don't know Adrian Danley, one of the best scorers, one of the best guys that can get to the free throw line. Yeah, now y'all mad at shit because I do know Adrian Danley.
Jordan wasn't even Dominique's primary defender. It was Pippen.
You see how quiet they is, Moot?
No, ain't nobody quiet. Ain't nobody even answer your stupid ass.
You cooking it.
Ain't nobody entertaining your dumb ass.
That nigga typed it in the goddamn Google real quick. Knock that shit off.
Exactly.
I know his play style.
Knock that shit off.
Is Google gonna tell me how he plays basketball?
Right.
That's
Hell
what
yeah,
does?
Google tell you everything. Got that AI now. Got that motherfucking what's that shit called?
He asked me a question in a second. I answered it in a second. Y'all niggas sound dumb as shit.
Look his ass swing.
I answered a question in a fucking second. How the fuck am I Google that shit that quick?
No, you didn't answer in a second.
Exactly.
Chill out, bro.
Didn't. You did not answer, nigga. You had time to Google, motherfucker. While other people was talking.
Lying ass.
Jordan wasn't even a primary defender.
We done with the 90s. We done with your old niggas.
Damn.
You could be done.
Now you tripping, twin. Now you tripping.
Yeah, you could be done. Why did you say? If it wasn't for us, you little bottle feeders bitch wouldn't be getting the money that you getting. You little stupid ass pet milk breath ass bum. What are you talking about? Ungrateful.
Wait, why did you say?
Why don't nobody respect you, little young motherfuckers?
Why did you say Dominique Wilkins gave Jordan 57?
This shit's sad, bro.
That's why I don't know about you're too disrespectful.
But hold on though.
How you think you
let's
got
add some.
How the fuck you think you got a LeBron?
Let's add a little logic to this conversation real quick. What Allen Iverson was doing with no spacing at all was motherfucking incredible. When you talk about the players he had around him and how the paint was clogged and all the shit, he didn't have hardly no shooters on that team. Not Mutombo, Tyrone Hill, Eric Snow. That nigga had. They didn't have no spacing around this nigga, and he was still out there doing what he was doing. But the knock on Allen Iverson is when he went to a team with better spacing, he still produced the same percentages. He still produced the same type of numbers on bad percentages that didn't affect winning. So Iverson is a little bit of a touchy figure.
Why do people when Iverson only played in 2001?
After he left
with another league scorer.
After he left Sixers.
No, I'm talking about his percentages, Miles. You figure when he get a team with more spacing and better shooters and better scorers around him, his percentages would have went up quite a bit, even though it was on less volume.
I got you. Also, too.
Right. So that's the knock to me on Iverson. I
don't think he adapted good when he left Sixers.
Yeah, he didn't adapt. He already had his play style and he didn't adapt.
Right.
But what he did in Philly was remarkable. So I think, and this is hypothetical, if I think you put Allen Iverson in this era with the spacing that's around him, and he started his career in this, era, I think he would be elite. But I'm not gonna say he better. I'm not gonna say he. Listen, let me finish real quick. I'm not gonna say he's would be better than Shea. I'm not gonna say that. Shea is a better defender. Shea is taller. Shea can get to his spots just like Iverson could with quickness. Shea do it with a multitude of things, his size, his strength, all those things. So I'm not gonna say he's better than Shea, but let's not shit on Iverson and what he did.
But Shea is just the premise of this argument was about comparing him to Shea. Though.
All right, salute chat. We're gonna end it. Hold on. Salute chat. We're gonna end this. We're gonna end this YouTube live stream, but I'm gonna put the link in the playback for y'all to continue this conversation, continue to talk about this one of the greatest finals of all time in the Pacers and the Thunder. Y'all click the link on YouTube.
Oh, that's a little much, Mookie. I don't know about
told
that.
you,
Yeah, that's gas. That's gas. That's gas.
Yeah,
That's
a little
gas.
much.
This nigga always
That's a little
overdo
gas.
shit, bro. Stop it, Mookie. Just stop it, bro.